Welcome one and all to my first One Piece review. And I'm here today to talk about chapter 1096. It is a good chapter, a very, very good chapter, and one that I am very happy it will be my first chapter. I mean, look, it is my first chapter, and I am ready to talk about it. I see a chapter. First, let's start with a quick review of what happened. We had Kuma and Ivankov and Ginny speaking about how this game of the 10-year battle work. And on that, we saw that the 10-year battle are really messed up. All these tournaments of slaughtering people had 0 survivors, which is problematic to say the least, right? Ivankov, I like his way to, even though the odds are very, very, very low, he's like, no, we're going to have a way to get out of this. Let's go get those devil fruits that are the special treasure, and maybe we can go and leave this. And it's kind of interesting that this is an event from one of the most important events of pirate history, and it was created by a little girl messing up on the radio. Yep, Ginny, the little girl that's probably Tony's mother, made a transmission of the place and announcing the situation to everyone to see, which led to the Rocks Pirates and the Roger Pirates to go to God's Valley. It's interesting though that the Rocks Pirates, it seems they already were there, kind of going there because the Tenryubito robbed rocks. So the Tenryubito robbed the rocks, and the Rocks Pirates went to get what they were robbed to. I guess it was Kaido's route, but I'm not sure. The Rogers Pirates, on the other hand, seem to have gotten the message from Ginny and went there. You have then a big clash when, other than those two forces, Garp, already a vice admiral, I thought he was going to be a sailor at the time from all that Sengoku talked back there, but no, he was just a vice admiral, relaxing, taking his summer vacations, things like that. And then we have Kong from all people, because Kong is not the most frequent marine characters. He convinced Garp to go there as well, saying that Roger will be there. So Garp was just, okay, I'll go there. And you had all these forces. You had the Rocks Pirates as a whole. It was such a joy because you had the classics one, you had Whitebeard, you had Kaido, you had Big Bone, but you always also had Stussy, the Miss Buckingham, that the more I see it, the more I believe this Weevil really is Whitebeard. Or maybe not, she was from Mads after all. And you also saw Shiki, the Golden Lion, and some new faces, and of course the Raincock's grandmother, the old lady from Amazon Lily. It was a pretty good party as well, and it's interesting to see that Big Mom had already had her powers back then. I mean, of course she would, because she got from Mother Carmel, sorry. But interesting that although she had the devil fruit, she went there and got one for Kaido. Because when Ivankov and the others were going there, she went straight for the prize and straight to get the devil fruit. But it was a prize that she would never be able to use it. From there, I find interesting that you had Kuma just got the fruit, just became the powerful man and saved 500 people with his shock attacks. But I found interesting that he then lived his life with Ginny, which pretty much confirms that Bonnie was probably their child. However, it still remains the question that Bonnie probably is a clone, because in past chapters we had Vegapunk saying multiple times that he would not let a child die on his island, and imploring for Saturn to not kill Bonnie because Bonnie was just a child. So what I believe is that Bonnie was probably a clone of some sorts, and that when she appeared for the first time on Egghead, that she was that little child going out of the seeking, that was her true appearance. From that, I believe it's interesting that Kuma became a popular figure helping everyone, because I don't know the Japanese name of the person, but it seems that Kid Kuma is inspired by a Japanese man that is related with his depicted in a lot of schools with its own statue, and is related to helping poor, helping the needed. So Kuma is emulating a religious figure there. And which makes sense. He idolizes Nika, he goes all for it, and he wants to be like Nika. He wants to save people, he wants to be this one that saves. However, as Saturn said, that's exactly why the government is after him. That's exactly why the Buccaneers are a problem, which means maybe the Buccaneers are the race of Dragon, the original Dragon, because we saw the hat on Marihua, the massive straw hat. That it's probably from Joy Boy, let's be honest. But does he have to be a giant? Why couldn't he be a Buccaneer? If he was a Buccaneer, maybe it makes sense that Kuno's father did know not only about Nika, but he got the exact son to play with his son, and his son taught Bonnie as well. Bonnie, I believe the original Bonnie may have existed, and Kuma, the reason for why Kuma became a cyborg was for the Bonnie clone to be made, maybe, because for Kuma to surrender to the government, something that Ivankov said multiple times he would never do, and that he hated the word government, I think only a father-daughter relation would be as strong to make that happen. I am betting that the only reason Bartolomeo Kuma is now a cyborg, is now completely lost, is because he did it in exchange for a clone of his daughter, for having his daughter back. And I still believe that Kuma will be on Egghead soon. That his spoof at Marihua was rising the red line to be able to use the power and go to the Egghead Island. But well, I believe that that's it. It is my first review. It is not that long. It's not perfect. I would like to be more detailed, but I think it is a good review for now. I had for a first review, I would like to start with this one, because to see the pirates grow and to see Shiki as well, because Shiki is a very odd pirate. You have him on Strongboard, you have mentions of him escaping in Powdown, but you don't have much about him. You have chapter 0, he's saying that he has a 20-year plan, 20 years ago, so about to happen. And you don't have him much. He's kind of this canon character that is very important, that maybe will do something amazing, but that is not heavy screen time to the point that you even question if he's canon. I mean, of course it's canon, but you know what I'm saying. Oh, that's it for now. I will rate this episode, this chapter. I mean, it is a 9 out of 10. I think there could be more things, and I don't want to give a 10 out of 10 so easily. I want like 10 out of 10 to mean something like my idols on anime reviews, the guys from Video Quest, the day they gave Bleach a 10 was a day. And I want to make my 10 out of 10s on the future videos I make. I want to make them my 10 out of 10s worth it. For now, I will give it a 9 out of 10. It was a very good chapter. It had solid moments, always nails on flashbacks, and I'm eager to see what he will do next. For now, my name is Farley Gamer. Thank you very much for watching me, and subscribe, like the video, click on the bell to receive notifications. I'll be here waiting for you.